Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lee Van Dam here, and we've got some more news with Brave Exvius, and it's news that a lot of us have been waiting on. The Nier Automata banner is going to be here Friday, so I hope you've been saving your tickets. I hope you've been saving your Lapis, because this is going to be a banner that almost everyone that I've listened to reviews for says you need to pull on it. Very, very important. So before we get into that, remember, there's a maintenance tonight, so go ahead and get your daily quest done as soon as possible, so that way you can get your Lapis and you won't get caught up in the maintenance this evening. I think it starts at 11 o'clock Pacific time, so it's going to be late in the day for me on the East Coast, but just be careful. And here we go. Here we go. So here is the banner. It's going to be the Nier Automata banner. We got a new unit. So that's going to put 5 on the banner, 2 5-stars, 2 4-stars, and actually we've got 6 on the banner. 2 5-stars, we've got 2 4-stars, and 2 3-stars. So it is a packed house. They're only showing 5 right here, but there will be 6. So it's going to be pretty crowded when we're pulling, so we have to keep that in mind. But they are limited, so we definitely want to pull as much as we can because they won't be back, and they won't be part of the normal pool. Remember that the 10+1 tickets will not work for these guys because they are limited to this banner. So here we go. Now this is our global exclusive unit, A2. A2 is a physical attacker, 5-star base, 6-star max. Now her attack is that high, so we're hoping there's going to be some more passives, or there's going to be just some abilities that raise her attack, or maybe a new mechanic that we haven't seen. It could be a new berserk, could be a lot of things going on. So it's going to be a little bit higher once we get a hold of her, because as of right now it's a little confusing for her to be an attacker and have such low base. But her Trustmaster is very nice. It is a great sword. It enables Beast Roar, which deals damage to all enemies. It's got 125 attack and 20 defense, so that's pretty solid. She's got native dual wield, so that is fantastic. And she's got a void counterattack, which adds a chance to cast Mirage with a physical attack when you receive a physical attack. So that is pretty solid to be able to get a Mirage for evasion and some damage. That's nice. She also has offensive heal combo, which is going to be like Lance, except it only drains hit points. And I wonder if there is more up for her now. There is not anything else up for her on Brave Exvius yet, so it's all the information we know. Hopefully there's just going to be some really, really cool stuff once somebody gets a hold of her and lets us know what's going on. So looking forward to that. Now, 2B is going to be a unit that everyone is clamoring about and everybody wants to get their hands on. She is a fantastic physical attacker. If you look at her attack stat with all her passives, 279 before gear. That is insane. That is absolutely crazy. That is insane. So she definitely is going to fill the role of attacking for you and dealing some damage. Her Trustmaster is the best katana in the game. 130 attack, 20% MP boost. That is super solid. And she also has native dual wield. And she also has a void. Now, a void is interesting because you get to dodge 2 physical attacks, and once a void is triggered, you get the ability to use 2 new moves. And those moves are a void attack and counterattack. So it's called a void, and it deals 5.5. It's got a 5.5 multiplier to the attack to one enemy, and then a void attack, which is huge, is 9 times multiplier to one enemy. That's some crazy damage after you dodge something. That is nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. It costs 16 magic points to activate, and that's pretty good. Self-destruct is also awesome. It deals a ton of damage. It's got a 9.99 times multiplier, and you sacrifice 99% of your hit points, and that deals that damage to all enemies. It's going to be some interesting uses for that, because then it can proc a lot of low hit point materia. So I wonder how that's going to work out. And there's a ton of stuff on her, and so I'm gonna put you over to one of my brothers in arms, Smooth JK. He's done a full review on all the units based on the information we've got for a lot more of the math. But she is definitely sick, and she's gonna be one that we want to snag. All right, the next global exclusive is going to be Eve. Now, this is Adam's brother, and as you can see, he's going to be a physical attacker as well. 198 attack on a 4-star base is pretty good. That's nice. That is nice. Trustmaster is going to be Resentment. It boosts hit points by 20% and defense when hit point falls below a certain point. So as long as that percentage is really good, that can be nice. Because the problem with a lot of the buffs like this right now is they're not powerful enough to overwrite some of the higher buffs that like Zargabath can cast, or even the 40% buffs. So hopefully this is going to raise it more, so it's worth using. So we've got Roundhouse Kick is going to deal damage to one enemy. Pillar of Light hopefully deals light-based damage to one enemy, but right now it just looks the same as Roundhouse Kick. And this is interesting because Gather Machine Scraps allows Eve to reduce the damage that he takes and regenerate hit points for 3 turns. So that's pretty crazy. So really self-sufficient, nice hit point pool, nice attack pool, especially for a 4-star. So look forward to seeing more of what he has to offer. Now, 9S is going to be one of the units that you really want to get a hold of. I've heard of Trustmaster. It is legendary, and so they're giving us information about it right now because it's tied to 153. It says Trustmaster is an accessory. It enables 4 abilities. Now, A170 Scanner is going to be passive. You've got A120 Repair. It is a huge regen for all allies, and when we say huge regen, we're saying enormous. I think the multiplier for it is like 9 times or something ridiculous. I'm gonna get the information for you right now. I'm on Brave Exvius Wiki, which is a fantastic site. Where we get a lot of the stuff. So for repair, yes, a 9 times multiplier with a 3,000 hit point base regen split over 3 turns. That is crazy. So with this Trustmaster, anybody can be a healer. Anybody can help you out. Now, other featured abilities we've got, he's very, very good with debuffs, even though he's got a good attack rating. He's got a very, very good debuffs. These are, I think, 50% to attack and defense and magic and spirit, respectively. And we've got damage reduction as well. So even outside of his Trustmaster, he's crazy. You get damage reduction on all allies using the Trustmaster. It's a 40% physical damage reduction. From what I understand, it does stack with regular damage reduction since it's only physical, so it can give you up to, I think, 70% if you use it with Riku. That's crazy. And then you got Mirage, which is going to deal physical damage to all enemies. It's an 8-hit attack, and since you can put it on anyone, that means that if you get multiple of these, it can make you really, really easy to chain, and so that is fantastic. So we just got a Trustmaster with Riku. That was crazy. And now we've got 9S's Trustmaster coming up, and we're going to have a chance to get it pretty easily because the raid is going to allow us to possibly get Moogles towards Trustmasters. So cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for that. Now, we've got 21O. Now, she is 3-star base, 5-star max. She's going to be the unit that kind of does the opposite of 9S, and she specializes in buffing the party. And her buffs are very strong. Her TMR, Trustmaster, boosts hit points and spirit by 15%, and chance of restoring own hit points when receiving a physical or magic attack. That is a really nice counter right there. Mechanical Heart. That's a pretty cool counter. We should be able to get a hold of it during the raid. I hope so, because that's going to be very useful. Again, her buffs are really high, so she has, for her percentages, she's got 40% for attack and defense for all allies, 80% for attack and magic for 1 turn, or 80% defense and spirit. Both of these are 1 ally, so she can really, really boost levels very high. very similar to an upgraded Minfilia, or even if you don't have Zargabath, she can give you some really high buffs. So keep that in mind. And then you've got Decoy. They're going to dodge one physical attack and deal damages to all enemies next turn. Interesting, very interesting. So lots of units going around. They don't talk about Adam because Adam is going to be the raid unit, and so I'm going to touch base on him really quick because that's Eve's brother. I don't have a picture of him here in the game, but he is here on my banner. He's wearing the shirt, looking snazzy. And so Adam's Trustmaster is called Vengeful Wrath, and what it does is it gives you a really nice boost when your hit points drop below 30%. So when I talk about nice attack boost, I'm talking about 110% attack boost. So I think that's the highest buff you can get in the game right now. And so I'm interested to see if there are some mechanics such as using self-destruct to get your hit points below the threshold, and then, you know, just healing out with Tillith or something like that, just so you gain the benefit of the attack boost and you're not having to worry about hit points anymore. So I think that's going to be really good. Outside of that, he's 4-star base, 6-star max. He's going to be essentially free as long as you raid enough. And some of his other interesting moves is that he can give himself really big damage reduction. He's got one move called Bullet Wave where he gives himself damage reduction, and then there's a delay on the enemies. I wonder if that coincides with jump at all, because then you could start chaining jumps. It works. Outside of that, he's pretty similar to Eve as far as that he's self-sufficient. He doesn't have a lot of group help, and he's got a berserk type thing where his hit points, they drop below 5%, and increases all of his stats by 150%. Now it doesn't appear he has self-destruct on him, so there's no easy way to get there, but we'll have more information, you know, once everything's out on Friday. So let me know what you think of all these units. I'm really excited for the banner. I can't wait to see what the raid's all about. And, you know, I'm looking forward to trying to pull and get as many units as I can. Let me know who you're shooting for in the comments below. And I look forward to hearing from you once you've got the units that you've asked for. But, you know, I appreciate you guys coming by, always supporting me. And if you like what you've heard, definitely throw me a like. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so that way we can stay up with the Brave Exvius coverage and all the other games on this channel. Until next time, this is Lee Van Dam, and you guys take care, and God bless.